Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I welcome you all for this first session of Art as Ibadat. As you begin your journey creating the patterns, come into the present. Look at what you've created from a tiny dot. How the tiny dot became a line into many lines then, giving birth to the circles, the many, many circles that you've created on your sheet. Remind yourself there was a white sheet of paper on which you drew the dot, lines, and the circle. Empower yourself with this thought that in this moment you became the creator of this piece. As you pick your pencil, take a deep breath in. When the pencil touches the sheet of paper in front of you, you start looking differently. You look at the sheet of paper with love, with the desire to create beauty, with the desire to make this sheet of paper yours. Imagine how your creator must have felt before he created you. What inks would he have used to create you? How much time did he take to create you? As you come into the being, you realize that all of that really doesn't matter. What matters is that he created you with love. For that is all he is. Love. And for that is all he saw in you. Love. In the flying of the bird, rising of the sun, moving of the wind, everything was created to remind us of him. Everything is connected. Everything is inside you. All that you need, all the answers, the peace, everything is inside you. Look carefully at the lines you're creating. You're making a mark. Your hands are dancing. Let them be free. Let that what wants to be created through you come out. Don't add too much pressure. Just slide your hand softly. Connect to the strokes. For every line matters. For every line speaks, for every line is alive. Look carefully. These lines are inside you. They're words. They're the trapped words that are coming out of you. Those that have been hidden, locked up in a room. These words are your story, and your story is being written by your Creator. When all that you do is for the love of going closer to Him, it makes us submit. It makes us surrender. And in that moment, we understand what true love is. To love yourself means to love Him. To love the peace that you are creating is to love Him. To giving yourself this time to sit down and be able to draw is to love Him. To eat the food that you are blessed with is to love Him. To enjoy the wind that comes down, makes your hair flow, is to love Him. To stop and enjoy and have a cup of tea and just sit back and let yourself be is to love Him. The way you move your hands softly on the sheet of paper, you're building a connection with your piece. You're sharing with it your story. You're acknowledging His writing. You're acknowledging His creation. Now imagine yourself as the pencil in your hand. And imagine your Creator as the hand that's holding the pencil. He is holding you. Your job is to write the story, to play your role, to play your part. It is your Creator who's holding you. Let your Creator come out through you in all that you do. Acknowledge Him. Love Him. Talk to Him. Beg Him for forgiveness. Ask Him for love. Submit to Him. To love Him is to love yourself. to love yourself is to love Him. We've only seen love or understood it through the people who are around us or by the things that we have surrounded ourselves with. The truth is, nothing satisfies you. Nothing satisfies you because that is not the love of your soul. Your soul will always crave for your Creator. Your soul will always want to connect to Him. It's hard at first to be able to see and understand the love that He has for us. But through nature, He has in many, 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 many ways shown that He exists. He is all-knowing, all-powerful, all-loving, all-forgiving. When the sun sets, when the stars become shy, when the moon hides behind the clouds, He is the light that never dies. He is not the universe. He is the breath behind the expansion of space and time. God is not what the eyes see, but He is that which gives seeing to your eyes. He is not what hands can touch. He is that which inspires you to reach. God is the power behind all movement, for all the heavens and the earth call upon Him. At every interval, He is acting. He is the one who created everything in pairs, so that you would come to realize that He alone is one. He is the one who is independent, and yet everything is dependent on Him. God is the one that never dies, but deals death. The one that was never created, but creates life. The one that never gives birth, but knows what is in the wombs. Our Creator is the one that has no beginning, but that everything begins from. The one with no end, but that everything returns to. Notice the first dot you created, the first dot that became the line that led to making the circles. Look at that dot. In that tiny, tiny dot, all there is Him. God did not just create you. He perpetually recreates and sustains you. He wraps His love like the arms of a galaxy around every soul who comes and seeks. He sings your cells into harmony and drums your heart into a beat. He is the one that created you from water and earth, the one that preferred you to His angels, the one that planted a reflection of his entire universe into the soil of your spirit. Everything in existence is between his fingers of mercy. He knows all that enters the earth, all that comes out of it, all that descends from the sky and all that ascends to it. He is all merciful and all forgiving. Whether you are in a plane in the sky, in the heart of a desert, or in the depths of a sea where no light can reach, God is with you. Everyone else may leave, everything else may break, but He will forever be your most faithful and intimate friend. In the many creations that surround us today, He constantly reminds us of His presence. Starting from the rising of the sun, singing of the birds, movement of a snail, everything reflects Him, for He is the Creator. To be whole, you have to feel all your emotions. To feel all your emotions, you have to understand that pain is a friend. A friend who takes you closer to your Creator, keeps you humble, grounded, and to be honest, alive. Change the way you look at pain. It is not a curse. It is not your bad sins. It too is love. It too has magical powers. It too heals. It strengthens your relationship with your true being. It reminds you of your impermanence. It reminds you of that you are not in control. It reminds you of your imperfection, of your humanness. As your hands move on the paper, the pattern comes to life. The pattern that you see is a reflection of who you are. That what you create is created by you and your energy. You're giving it this time. You're giving it its attention. You're giving it all that it needs. Imagine your Creator when He created you. The love He had for you. The way He must have held you in His hand. The way He believes in you. The way it hurts Him when you cry. The way He wants to heal you. The way He wants to wipe your tears and tell you He's there. You can't see Him, but you can hear Him. You can feel Him. He gifted you with His breath, the in and out of your breathing, the movement of your hands, the making of these patterns. He's making himself be seen by you. But are you truly seeing him? He wants to hold you again and again. But are you letting him? What stops you? Ask yourself. When you start seeing yourself through the eyes of your Creator, you realize how beautiful you are, with all your imperfection, with all your faults. No man or woman can love you the way He does, for He created you. All He asks is, come to me, and I will come running to you. That what didn't happen was not meant to. The pencil moves where the hand moves. What happens is that we actually try to take so much control. We think the pencil has the ink in it, and so it will move on its own. Can it? To see Him in all that you do is to surrender. To surrender is to fully submit yourself to His love, to His presence, to His teachings, to acknowledging that He exists, to acknowledge that you are His love and He is yours. The act of surrendering and submitting is called Ibadat. When you lower your head, you look down and you imagine yourself being surrounded with nothing but pure joy, love, and all that you want to be surrounded by, whatever it may be. Every single thing around you is not there because you chose it or not. It is there because you were given it. Every breath that you're taking in this moment in time is not your choice. It was gifted to you. Value it. Give your soul what it needs. Stop fulfilling your physical desires. For no matter how much you try and what all you do, you will never be able to satisfy yourself. Go within, deep within. Give yourself the time and love that you deserve. It is not about what people say, do, and mean to you. It is not about their love. It is about you. When you see Him in every single person, you can't not love them. But for that to happen, you have to see the God within you. You have to spend time with yourself. Just the way you are doing right now. You are allowing yourself to be fully seen. To be in this moment and understand who it is that you are. Who it is that you're becoming. Your purpose in life is not to search. Your purpose in life is to breathe and be. Be that who He created you as. Your purpose in life is to just breathe. When you breathe with full consciousness, you become whole. You become one with your Creator. You let go of expectations. You free yourself from the cage of your mind. The moment you dive within, you realize that there are no limitations because soul doesn't have any. It is only in our mind. Soul is energy. Energy is free. It never dies. It just changes its forms. Understand that you are not just the physical body that you feel and see. You are more than that. You are gifted with so much more than that. Allow this time to connect with your inner voice. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not treating the being that you are with kindness. The more kindness you show towards yourself, the more you will towards other people. But in this moment in time, it is about you. It is about you, your Creator, and your being. Understand that if you exist, it is a sign. It is a sign that you have a purpose. And that purpose is to free yourself, to love yourself, to nurture yourself, to be kind to yourself, to own your story, to own your mistakes, to know that you are not perfect, but yet you are beautiful, for that who created you is beautiful. The answers you're looking for, the love that you want, everything is in you. Let go of the cage. Free yourself and fly to the sky. He's waiting for you. He always has been. He wants to hold you, hug you, love you, and tell you you matter. You matter to him. So start valuing yourself from now. Make a promise this moment. You are enough. You are free. You are love. And he is holding you. Thank you everyone for joining me today.